same time as Acharya Chandrakirti. Chandrakirti, and they are. And Chandragomin is not fully ordained monk. He was upasaka. Upasaka, and it is called one upasaka called Gomi. Gomi, I think he belongs with one of the sub-schools of the tradition of the sub-schools of the Theravada, but of course he's a Mahayana practitioner. Very famous. He was a yogi of Avalokiteshvara and Aras. In the teaching said he had the opportunity, able to talk to Avalokiteshvara as person to person, or Tara as a person to person. He has such highly enlightened realization base. Also very famous scholars. He wrote so many books, teachings, and then those, and particularly also he wrote a very famous book of the Sanskrit grammar called Chandapa. Again, his name, Chandapa. Very famous, which is, I heard, still used that. Very famous. There is this very kind of beautiful stories. It says that one time Chandragomin visiting Nalanda Monastic University. And when Chandragomin came to Nalanda Monastic University, at that time Chandrakirti was head master, or the head abode of the Nalanda Monastic University. And then of course some people know Chandragomin is great master. Many people don't know he is the great master. Then they kind of had the rumors of great master Chandragomin is visiting in the Nalanda Monastic University. That news, rumor, gradually reached to the Chandrakirti. And the Chandrakirti came himself, meet this man. And he said, he asked Chandrakirti asked to Chandragomin, Gomi, are you the Chandragomin? Gomi said, yes, that was I am known in the world. So when he said that, he said, oh, such a great master visit on this monastery, I don't want to really you come like this way. I like to make full reception to you. Could you go away for time being, and I will arrange the reception, and then you come back. And the Chandragomin kind of like know this and that things, but finally agreed that. And he said, also sorry, he said, I am not fully ordained monk. You all fully ordained monk, how you can make reception to me? This is not really right to them. And then Chandrakirti thought short time, he said, I have technique, don't worry, I will do. I will make perfect. So then they agreed. So he went for a while, whatever, and then made the big receptions. And the Chandragomin they put on the chariot, and all the monks and everyone is making big receptions. Right in front of Chandragomin, there is a big stone statue of Manjushri. Manjushri put that. So in a way, they are making the reception for the Manjushri statues. And the Chandragomin is holding that in a way. Holding that, and then they moved. But Chandragomin is in the chariot, said he feels so devoted to the Manjushri, and he praised the Manjushri spontaneously. This big, long, beautiful, really praises to Manjushri. And this stone statue, in the teaching said that the stone statue turned the neck like this. You think so really I have that qualities? And then ever since that statue is left like that. So it's called Yaming Jiyuma in Tibet. Crooked neck, crooked neck Manjushri, Yaming Jiyuma. They say this was one of the treasures of the Nalanda Monastic University. So then they came there, and Chandragomin came there. But then Chandragomin is one of the great masters of the mind-only schools. And Chandrakirti is one of the great masters of the Prasanga Madhyama schools. Now they started debating. They started debating. One took the position of the mind-only school, and other took the Prasanga Madhyamaka, or Madhyamaka schools. And they started debate. Debating. The debate went on and on, over 12 years. And they couldn't make this difference. Just it. And when they're debating, he said, looks like Chandrakirti is more sharper mind, and when he's debating, it looks like Chandragomin almost lost the debate. But then they stopped that time, and the next they started. Chandragomin has more to debate and more things to put. And then in the teaching he said, it must be this Chandragomin must have someone who's teaching, instructing something, tutoring must be. So then, well, they finished the debate, and the Chandragomin went to his cabin, and Chandrakirti went back to his room, wherever that, and then Chandrakirti thought he must have someone really tutoring, otherwise every day looks like he's going to lose, but the next day he has all fresh things to debate, and so couldn't that, I'm going to check, is anybody talking to him? And he went there. Sneakily, Chandrakirti sneakily went in the window or the door, sneakily. Inside there is our Lokiteshwara stone stage. He is teaching as like father to the son. So like even pointing this and that like this, pointing to Chandragomin and everything. And then Chandrakirti said, in his teaching, he said, Chandrakirti opened the door immediately. Oh, gracious, kindness, Father, I never thought you have the discrimination. He said to our Lokiteshwara, I never thought you have the discriminations. He said, I have not discrimination. He just asked me questions, so I'm teaching him. Teaching. And that, also in the teaching, he said that like Pingal, our Lokiteshwara, the Pingal Mountain stage just stopped right there. So the stage becomes like this. Oh. Like this. And this is also one of the treasures of the Nalanda Monastic University, those said. So therefore, and then later on, even these villagers and the cowherds started chanting the debates of these great two masters. Everybody kind of started joking. One said this, other said this, and they started chanting that. So in this teaching, there's nothing really conclusion came. It's just both as a highly realization being. That tells the mind-only school. And all this, how special are they? I mean, it's not really, there's subtle point, they just kind of talking that, but there's no, generally it's all special. So that's the previous story of the what's called the Chandragomin is one of the great famous masters in the Buddhism.